Good morning, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for tuning in. This is the Filmverse show on our Text TV on YouTube here. Now, this is a new show that I have come up with, and it's going to have all movie-related stuff. So if you want to see movie, TV, anything like in the film industry, you want to see anything like that, this is the show that you want to tune into. So today's show is full packed. We got a full packed show today, and you're going to see all my movie reviews and TV series reviews, everything review-wise from films in here, and a bit of news and speculations and that. We're going to cover some Oscar stuff as well as it comes into Oscar season. So let's get right into the show, and we're going to start off with the first segment of today's show. Today's first segment is my top 10. Well, actually top 11 most anticipated movies of 2020. So these are the ones I'm looking forward to the most. Now it is, last year I thought was actually really good. I actually was really surprised how well the movies were made last year and just how much of them I really thoroughly enjoyed. But yes, granted, there are some pretty shitty ones that were in there as well. So we're going to get straight into it. And I'm going to start off with some intriguing and interesting movies that I am, I haven't seen enough of yet to put them in my top 10, but I'm very intrigued and interested to see what they're going to do, how they're going to do it, and how they're going to develop this whole premise for these movies. It's very intriguing to me. So we're going to start off there, and the first one I want to talk about is The Kingsman, which is, I believe, as a prequel to The Kingsman. So this is going to be taken back to when they were first developed, how it all started, and how they got to where they were. I'm intrigued and interested in this movie because I don't know why they didn't just do a Kingsman 3, do that first, but they're going back to this with new characters. I think after the second one, most people didn't enjoy the second one like they did the first one. So I think the thinking behind this is, let's do this in the same cinematic universe as this one, but with new characters, and see if people gravitate to this one more and like this one more. But then again, it's going to come down to execution and the direction and all that stuff, and how they're going to tell this lore of the Kingsman, which is intriguing and interested as well, because we heard a bit about it. How did they get Lancelot and all that? How were those names developed? Why are they called that? Are we going to see the American side as well? Why are they called whiskies and all that stuff? I don't know. But I'm intrigued and interested in The Kingsman. The second one, Halloween Kills. Now, this is supposed to come out this year, in October the 16th, I believe. And this is the sequel to the new Halloween that came out, which I absolutely adored. I thought that was absolutely fantastic. I thought that Halloween was fantastic. A great idea to bring Jamie Lee Curtis back. She's back. She's been talking with Blumhouse Productions to get this sequel done. But we didn't see Michael Myers die in that one. So I'm interested to see how he escaped that. That I'm very intrigued, because this was really good. This one the one that just came ignores all the other ones, and this is the sequel to the first Halloween, and it was really good. And I thought it worked so well, but could we get fatigue? I don't know. And what do you do with the story now? That's the big question with Halloween Kills. That's why I'm interested and intrigued in that one. Hitman's Bodyguard 2, which I think is going to be called Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard or something, I think it's called. So this is one with Samuel Jackson and Ryan Reynolds and what's her name? Oh, I forget her name. She's in Grown Ups and all that stuff. I forget her name. But she's in it as well. So this is going to be focused around her, and I'm interested to see how they're going to do this one as well. Because the first one, I absolutely do like the first one. I do like it. It's funny. Samuel Jackson and Ryan Reynolds have a fantastic chemistry with her. They bounce off so well. And it was fun to see how they interacted. Adding in a third one is going to be interesting to see that dynamic between those three. So, I don't know what the story is going to be about this one. That's why it's an intriguing and interesting one. And the final one for the interested and intriguing is Morbius. That's right, Morbius, which is part of the Venomverse. is supposed to be coming out this year. I believe they've already shot it and all that. They're just doing whatever they need to do to finish it off. Yeah, I'm interested in this one. Jared Leto is playing Morbius. I'm interested to see how dark they're going to go with this. Because Morbius is a living vampire. So, how dark are they? Are they going to go Blade R dark with Morbius, considering it's in the Venomverse? Or are they going to keep it to PGM? Is that the way they're going to do? And do like a bit like Venom, where you see, like, he goes to attack, but you don't actually see the blood or anything like that. I don't know. We're going to have to wait until a trailer comes out to really get an idea. So, I'm just going to take a sip here with my Kylo Ren cup. Alright, let's get right to it. Number 11, Fantasy Island. Last year, the horror movies absolutely fell flat for me. Most of them fell flat for me. This looks good. You have a stellar cast. Michael Pena. Pena? I can never get his last name right. But he's in it. The guy, Michael's in it. That's what he is. He's the funny guy from Ant-Man. He's the guy that talks really fast and tells stories and that. He's awesome. He's in it. So that automatically grabs my attention. But you've also got other people in it that can act as well. And this is all about a premise of an island that makes your fantasies come true. And it looks insane. It looks like these people are trapped on an island. They want these fantasies to come true. And they do. And they think they're holograms and that illusions. Like, yeah, okay, cool. I want this bully dead. And then when they find out it's actually legit happening. Legit, it's right there happening in front. Things go chaotic. And it just looks fun. It looks fun. It looks like a Ready or Not sort of fun horror film. That's what I want. And I'm excited to see Fantasy Island, which is my number 11. So, yeah. Let's move into number 10. Soul. This is a Pixar one. From the first time it was announced at D23, this sounded awesome to me. This is what Pixar do really well. The meaning behind their movies are so good. They talk about real stuff, and this is all about the soul. And it just sounds awesome, looks awesome, and I'm so excited to talk about life like Pixar do in all these movies, in all these different meanings throughout their whole movies, like the Toy Story franchise. You know, Monsters Inc. DreamWorks. Is it? No, it is Disney. It is Pixar. You got them. Then you've got, even the Cars. Even though I'm not a big fan of it, they've got it as well. Frozen does as well. There's all these. Inside Out is a perfect example. That movie I love, and the meaning, the things behind it, it's just what Pixar do so well. And for me, Soul sounds like it's going to be one of those movies. It's going to be up there with Inside Out and Toy Story and that. It's going to be like that type of meaning, and I'm so excited for Soul. Soul is my number 10. Number 9, Bloodshot, featuring Vin Diesel. This could kickstart another comic book franchise for us. This is a unknown franchise that most people in movies will not know about, but the comic book genre people will know about this stuff. I'm not really big, I don't know too much about this sort of universe that Bloodshot is in, but watching the trailer, looking at it, and seeing what it is, it looks interesting. And it looks like we could be getting an R version of the MCU, so to speak, in a way. That's what I'm hoping for, something like that. This could be the ticket to the introduction of this new comic book franchise of Bloodshot and whatever else is incorporated with him. So I'm very interested and very intrigued and very excited to see Vin. Vin Diesel's a fantastic actor, and this is like Riddick to me. I love him in the Riddick movies, and this is like his sort of role where he plays a sort of like Riddick version, except in a comic book form. And it's just like, it looks cool. It just looks really cool, and it's right up my alley. Action, sci-fi, comic book. What more do I want in a movie? Nothing. That right there is boom, boom. Just serve it on now. I'm buying tickets. So Bloodshot, number 9. Number 8. We haven't seen a trailer or anything like that. We just know the cast. Eternals. MCU speaks for itself. It's an MCU film. This stellar cast. Angelina Jolie, Game of Thrones, you got Kit Harington. Oh God, I'm forgetting his name. He's in Rocket Man. He plays what's his name? He plays Robb Stark. He's in it. You've got what's his name from the real funny Indian fella. He's in it as well, and he got jacked for this. I mean, I saw that photo on Twitter and Instagram, and he got jacked. And I'm interested to see how his comedic relief is gonna be used in this movie, because he's a funny guy. He is hilarious. In Stuber, he was absolutely hilarious. So, and he's ripped. I can't believe how ripped he is right now. But this could be a fantastic film. You've got a great cast. Kevin Feige's behind it, so I mean, it's MCU. I've got to be excited for it. I have to be. It's Eternals. It sounds awesome. I'm very intrigued to see a trailer and see how they develop this film. So number 8 is Eternals. Alright, number 7. We're going to get to number 7, which is another MCU film, Black Widow. The trailer looked good. The trailer looked good. I mean, I wasn't the first person to put my hand up and say I wanted a Black Widow film, but after seeing the trailer, I'm down. Spy movie, yep. Cool, Scarlett Johansson, yep. They got the chick from Midsommar and Fighting With My Family, who I think is actually Florence. Is her name Florence Pugh? Is it? Plug? Something like that. That's what I'm pretty sure it's something like that. But she's in it. Then you've got David Harbour's in it as well. So you've got a great cast, and this is going to be cool. I think this is going to be cool. This is going to be action-packed. Just boom. The question is, with her death, are people going to go out and see this film? I think they will. I think this will make $1 billion, and we will speak about that in the film in the next episode of the Filmverse. We will be talking about which movies this year are going to make $1 billion, because last year there was just $1 billion after $1 billion movie just absolutely coming out. So that's a big year last year to follow up. So I don't know how many of these are actually going to get to that point, but we'll talk about that later on. But Black Widow looks good, MCU, and Kevin Feige behind it. I'm intrigued. I'm interested. The trailer looked awesome. So number 7 is Black Widow. Now we move to number 6. DC Wonder Woman 1984. Trailer looked absolutely great. The first Wonder Woman was fantastic. Been waiting for the second one. I mean, the big thing for me is, how does Trevor come back? Is he like an imagination of, Wonder Woman's mind, or is someone playing a trick on it? That's what I want to know. I want to know that. That got me intrigued. As soon as I saw Steve Trevor come back, I'm like, you've got me. You've got me. I want to know why is he back? How is he back? What's going on here? Who's playing? Who's messing with her? What? And when she gets the gold suit, whoo, looks absolutely sick. So, I mean, I love the trailer. So, I'm down for Wonder Woman 84, which is my 6th one. Now we move into the 5th one, Venom 2. I mean, I love the first Venom. I thought Tom Hardy was perfect in the first Venom. Him and Venom's relationship was absolutely the best thing about that movie. The way that Tom was able to bounce off himself playing that was just phenomenal. It was phenomenal. I absolutely thoroughly enjoyed it. Yes, the action could have been a bit better because you can see a bit more, but I think they will get better. You got Andy Serkis now directing. You got Woody Harrelson coming in to play Carnage. And, I mean, we finally get to see Carnage on the big screen. We've been waiting for it. I thought we were going to see Carnage in the other Spider-Man movies, but we never did. I wanted to see it, and we are finally going to get Carnage. So Venom and Carnage going head-to-head. Bon appetit. I'm there. So Venom 2, number 5. Oh, refreshing. Number 4, Mulan. This movie to me, when I watched the trailer, this movie just tells me Disney are going for an Oscar. This movie looks so good. It is stunning. Absolutely stunning. And I like the way that they've changed it from the anime. You don't have the talking dragon in there. Yeah, he's gone, which I think is a good move. Some people, Disney hardcore fans who like Mulan, may not agree with that. I agree with it though. I think you need to, otherwise it takes away from the realistic aspect Talking Dragon doesn't. I don't think it would work in this movie. But the way they've gone like a traditional sort of. It just, I'm just lost for words how good this looks. This may be the best live action Disney movie that they've done, like redone. Like that's what this looks like. Because this is going to be completely different to the original, like in a way. It's going to take elements from it, but it's going to be completely different as well. And I'm so intrigued, so excited for it. It's a great cast. You got a great actress, playing the main role, and I can't wait for this. I cannot wait for Mulan number 4. Now we're moving to number 3, Dune. This movie, from what I've heard, is absolutely up my alley. It's a sci-fi one, and it just sounds really, really cool. Like, the way people were explaining it is like there's different factions as well. Like, different factions, different races and that, and they're all, like, fighting for something or something like that. And that, to me, is just... I'm a sci-fi nerd. That to me is just like... Give it here. Just... Can you serve it here, please? Medium rare. Thank you. Yes, I will have a side of gravy and mashed potatoes, please. Yes, thank you. What, lobster? Yeah, just chuck the lobster over here as well. That's what this sounds like to me. Just give me everything. It's just a buffet. Just taking everything. Stellar cast. Absolutely stellar cast. Josh Brolin. Zendaya. Dave Bautista. I can go on and on and on. There's just an absolute stellar cast. This looks insane. This sounds insane. I think it's going to be fantastic. They've taken their time with this one, and they haven't rushed it. So I am looking so forward to Dune. Okay, number 2, Tenet. Christopher Nolan. I have been waiting for this, and when I saw the trailer, boy oh boy. This reminds me of Inception, except this look like it's Inception. I don't know. It's Inception with something else, but I can't. It's like sort of like Jason Bourne-esque sort of like thing with Inception sort of mixed up. But I mean, it's Christopher Nolan. The guy to me has never made a bad film. This is the one director who I can't ever say he's made a bad film. That's how good he is. He's given us the best comic book films. He's given us some of the best films ever. Like, this guy knows what he's doing. And you got Robert Pattinson, who I think is a great actor. You've got Washington, Denzel's son. He's in it. He's a great actor. Is fantastic in BlacKkKlansman. I am so excited. David Washington, I think his name is. He's fantastic. This is an interesting premise because it's all about time, except it's a spy thriller as well. And some of the stuff that was happening, where things would slow down, and they would know, oh, it hasn't happened yet, but they know about it. It looks absolutely intriguing. It piqued my interest, and I am so excited for this Christopher Nolan movie, Tenet. Number 2. And number 1, I absolutely love the first one, A Quiet Place 2. For me, this is the one movie I am looking forward to the most, because I absolutely love the first one. I thought the first one was so good. The first one was absolutely incredible. Incredible. I thought it was the best film of that year. Granted, I actually didn't see it. I saw it when it came out later. It got recommended to me because I didn't see it in the theater. I know, disappointing. But when I saw it, I was just like, nah, this is the best movie of that year, easily. Like, this is just the way that John Krasinski creates tension, suspense, and the most oh my god, like that sort of feeling scene in a movie with no dialogue. There is fuck all dialogue in this film. There is fuck all dialogue. There's like a few sentences thrown here and there. No dialogue, and he creates it. And for a simple scene, like Emily Blunt coming down the stairs, and you see the nail, and she steps on the nail, and you can see what's going to happen. To me, that scene, I was literally sitting there like, oh my, no. Like, you know what's going to happen. You're like, no. And then you feel like you're right there because you're like, oh my god, don't make it. You're sitting there and you're like, don't do it. Don't make any noise. Don't make any noise. That's what this movie, and I'm so interested to see John Krasinski, how he's going to do the sequel to this. The trailer looked absolutely fantastic. And I can tell you now, Emily Blunt, I just absolutely adore Emily Blunt. And she's a phenomenal actress. They all were phenomenal in the first one. And I'm so excited for A Quiet Place 2. That's my number one most anticipated film. That's my list. Let me know in the comments, what are your lists? What are your most anticipated movies of 2020? I'm very, very, very intrigued to know yours. And yeah, because I mean, there's some movies that you may be more interested in than I am. So please let me know. I would love to know. Alright, moving to the next one. I'm just going to take a sip here. My Kylo Ren. Let's get to some reviews. Now, I'm going to start off with some dicey... the rest of this is going to be TV show reviews now. Let's start off with Rick and Morty. Season 4, the first half, because the second half hasn't come out yet, but we've seen the first half. To me, I absolutely love the first 3 seasons of Rick and Morty. This season, absolute, like, how do they keep doing it? They just elevate it season after season after season after season. They just find a way to elevate the laughs. It is fucking hilarious. The way that Rick and Morty and Summer, Beth, Jerry, the way they interact with each other is some fantastic writing for a cartoon show. It is. If you guys haven't seen Rick and Morty, check it out. It's absolutely hilarious. There is funny things that happen. Just... What can I say about Rick and Morty that most people haven't already heard? I mean, I highly recommend seeing Rick and Morty. It's on Netflix now. Check it out. All first 3 seasons. And the first half of 4. They haven't released the next half. But, oh man. The puns and the takes they do on some stuff that happen in the real world is absolutely peak. I mean, the funniest thing is, you'll see it. When you watch Rick and Morty, there's an episode. And there's a funny line when Beth comes in, Beth comes into a barn, flies into a barn, lands there, and there's an older fella there, and he's talking about parenting and that, and she gives him and says something to him, and then what he says next is absolutely gold. Like that, there's just little things like that, little, like, subtle jokes like these things that are based on real life things that it just makes it that much better. And I highly recommend, check out Rick and Morty. Season 4 is out now. Like, half of it is out now. The other half they haven't released anywhere yet. But check it out. Rick and Morty is absolutely fantastic. And this season is already shaping up to become one of the best, if not the best. It is absolutely hilarious, and I love it so much. So check out Rick and Morty. God, my nose gets really itchy when I talk so much. Alright. Next review. We are going to talk about Lost in Space, Season 2. Now, the first one, I absolutely loved the first Lost in Space. I thought it was absolutely great. Like, this is up my alley. Space adventures, getting lost in space on different planets, trying to work out. It's awesome. It's awesome. Throw in the character dramas and everything that's going with the characters, even better. Now we move to Season 2. And to me, I didn't think Season 2 was better than the first one. I still think Season 1's better. But it is a good follow-up. This is the Robinsons are stranded now. They're stranded from the Resolute. They're on their own, and they've got to try and get back. So that's the whole idea. They've got to try and find a way to get back in there. Will's trying to find the robot, and yeah, so they're stuck on a different planet and everything like that. And they've got to work their way back to there. I don't want to spoil it just in case people haven't seen it yet. But I think, how do I do this without spoiling it? Oh, okay. So I think the absentee of the robot in this season, without having that dynamic between him and Will, I think took away from season 2. I think that was the big thing with season 1 was their relationship. And I wanted to see it develop more. But we didn't see it really develop in season 2. That's my criticism on it. I would like to see their relationship more. Hopefully season 3 we're going to get that relationship now because of the way it ended. And the way it ended, I mean, I am very intrigued. They threw a curveball. They threw a massive curveball at the end. So I'm very, very intrigued to see where we're going to go now in season 3. Because there was a big conclusion to season 2. So I'm looking forward to it. I loved season 2. I mean, well, I liked it. I didn't love it. I didn't think it was as good as the first one. And there were some weird motives for some people that I think didn't really make sense. But hey, I mean, I still enjoyed it, wasn't bored by it, and I look forward to it to season 3. So yeah, I mean, I recommend check out Lost in Space. I liked it. I'd be curious to hear, what are your opinions on Lost in Space? Have you guys watched it? Let me know in the comments below. What are your thoughts on Lost in Space? Did you think the first season's better than the second one? Or do you think the second one's better? And do you think, are you excited for season 3? Basically, yeah. So just let me know. I'm very intrigued. Okay. And finally, the final one is The Witcher. Now, this is one starring Henry Cavill. Oh my gosh. Okay. This, to me, is everything I wanted it to be. This is Game of Thrones. Well, okay, so it's not as good as Game of Thrones, but it is Game of Thrones mixed in with World of Warcraft sort of stuff. That's what I got from it. I really thoroughly loved this show. I loved season 1. I'm so excited for season 2. It's a shame we have to wait so long. Oh, final one. Actually, no, there will be another review after this. I forgot one, and it was the best TV show of the year. We'll get to that after this. But The Witcher, I thought Henry Cavill was fantastic. I thought he was fantastic. The mage, the girl that plays the main mage, she's a good actress as well. She was phenomenal in this. And, I mean, it took me a while in the first few episodes to get an idea of what was going on because it was jumping forward and back a lot. So, to me, that would be an aspect why people wouldn't like it. It would confuse you. Because I was a bit confused as well. I was like, wait a second. Why are we going... Wait. Because I was like, wait, what, didn't she die? Wait, how is she alive? But it's flashbacks and flash forwards and stuff like that. That to me, they didn't make that clear enough. So I can see why people would get confused and tune off. It's possible. But for me, I mean, the lore is friggin' phenomenal. I mean, I am so interested, and so I'm very interested and invested in Henry Cavill's character. Like, to me, I want to know more about The Witcher. What is a Witcher? How do the Witchers be created? How were they created? Why, like, how do they be chosen? Like, why? I want to see more of that stuff, or the lore. There's just so much lore, and the creatures are creepy and, like, cool at the same time. The dragons are cool as well. Like, that threw me off, that episode, the dragon episode. I was just like, what? Wait a second, huh? Wait, what? Okay, that's pretty cool. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed The Witcher, so hands down, I enjoyed The Witcher. So let me know in the comments, what did you think of The Witcher? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Are you interested in seeing... Did you give it a go and go, yeah, season 1 was good, I might watch season 2, or were you like, nah, tapped out? Too confusing in that. Let me know. And the final one. This is the final one. I almost forgot. I don't know how I forgot it, because I think this is the best TV show of last year. The Mandalorian. This, I cannot describe using words how much I fucking adore this. Jon Favreau. Dude. I bow down to you. I bow down to Jon Favreau. What he was able to do was phenomenal. Like, it is absolutely phenomenal what he was able to do. bear in mind as well, the people that directed these episodes as well, bar one episode, was absolutely on point. And I think it was Dave Filoni's episode that he directed, which I think was episode 5. Is not the best, but it's not the worst thing ever. Like, it's kind of just a bit like, yeah, okay, we didn't really need it, but the rest of it, Bryce Dallas Howard, absolutely phenomenal job. Taika Waititi, absolutely fantastic. There's another, I think there was another person, another lady that directed as well. She directed some of the best episodes. Like, it was absolutely fantastic. And Jon Favreau, as the production runner, did a fantastic job of overseeing it and making sure it followed a continuous line. Like, it followed the story. The story made sense. Everything about it was on point. The characters were great. He said it was going to be a sci-fi western feel, and it was. And you would think after one episode, everyone was, I'm going to say most people were like, okay, that was really good. Is it really going to be this good, though? Like, every episode? Like, is it going to be just a great pilot, not very good, continue on, and just kind of, like, fizzle out? Nah, it got better and better and better. Hiccup, and you're kind of like, okay, here we go. Here's the hiccup where it's going to go down. And it went straight back up to the next best episode, and then even better, and the finale was just, oh my god, like, I have no words to describe the finale. The finale was just jaw-dropping. I'm sitting there and I was just like, especially that last scene. The last scene where a certain weapon came out, well, I was just like, wait. No. Flip my shit, because I was like, I have to fucking wait to season 2? What? No, I want to know what happens next. That was my reaction. I was like, no, I'm literally having withdrawals of not seeing The Mandalorian. It was just absolutely so good. And thank God Jon Favreau said, you don't have to wait. It's coming this year. Season 2 is coming this year. I'm so excited. I am fucking excited. The cast. Let's talk about the cast for a second. The supporting Mando, for one. Mando, I love that guy. That guy is just, he is so good. I absolutely love it. Like Mando, Jon Favreau got us connected and got us straight into Mando straight away. We feel invested with Mando. We love Mando. Everyone loves Mando. And then you throw in a curveball. You throw in Baby Yoda. It's not Yoda, but it's Baby Yoda to all of us. To all Star Wars fans, it's Baby Yoda. Because we don't know what Yoda's speech is called, so we just call it Baby Yoda. But you bring him in, and you're just pulling the heartstrings with that one. You're just like, oh my god. And Mando protecting him, taking him under his wing as his own. You're just like, yes. Yes. Yes, Mando. Yes. And we're on board. You know, you got Carl Weathers. Absolutely great in it as well. Gina. Her acting is getting better and better and better every time I see her. That's why I'm hoping that Gina Carrillo, I think her name is. She used to be a UFC fighter. She, to me, should be the person to play She-Hulk in the MCU. She has developed over time. Her acting ability has skyrocketed and got so much better. She's got the physicality for that role as well. And she is a presence on screen when it's Carl Weathers, Mando, and her on screen. Those three were just absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, I mean, I can't speak highly enough of Mando and The Mandalorian. The Mandalorian itself, to me, was the best. It edged out The Boys for me, for being the best TV series last year. I thought it was absolutely phenomenal. I can't wait for season 3. So, yeah, let me know in the comments. Did you love it? Did you hate it? I am very, very, very intrigued to see what everyone has to say about The Mandalorian. I know some people haven't seen it yet because it's not out yet. Disney Plus isn't out yet. But let me know. I'm very intrigued to know everyone's comments. So thank you for tuning into the Filmverse show for the first episode. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So let me know in the comments, what did you think of the episode? Like, I want to do some Q&As as well. Hopefully later on we're going to get some questions from some viewers and that, and send them in, and we're going to answer them. I'm going to work on to that. So thank you again, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. And make sure you follow me in the description below. Make sure you follow me in the description below. In the description below is my social media. Make sure you follow me, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out!